Breastfeeding saves lives. According to Robert Rothenberg's article, Multiple Advantages of Breastfeeding, breastfeeding can decrease the incidence or severity of conditions such as diarrhea, ear infections, and bacterial meningitis, and that it may offer protection against sudden infant death syndrome. My daughter is now 19 months old, but was exclusively breastfed until 12 months. In those first 12 months, she had never experienced ear infections, constipation, allergies, or colic. She has yet to experience any of that. Not only did she not have any of these health issues, at every one of her doctor's appointments, her growth was always and continues to be in the 90th percentile for her age. It is my strong belief that breastfeeding has helped her health and growth. Choosing whether to breastfeed or formula feed is one of the biggest decisions parents will make before bringing a new life into the world. Many health professionals believe that breast milk is the best nutritional choice for infants. Weighing the pros and cons of each method can help you decide what is best. Some mothers aren't able to breastfeed, so the only option is to use formula. Formula, however, isn't bad for infants, otherwise they wouldn't make it, but there are a lot of disadvantages of formula. For one, formula is hard for infants to digest. Formula stays in the infant's stomach longer than breast milk does, which can lead to constipation or diarrhea. Breast milk contains more whey, and formula contains more casein, which is harder for infants to digest. Formula also does not contain immunoglobulins, which help the body's immune system. Formula-fed infants are more at risk for getting ear infections, developing pneumonia, developing eczema or rashes, and becoming diabetic or obese, and are at higher risk for SIDS. According to Brian Moss and William Neaton's article in the Maternal and Child Health Journal, formula-fed children may overeat since they rely more heavily on caregivers' signal when feeding should conclude, leading to a conditioned tendency to overeating persisting beyond infancy. The growth rates between a breastfed infant and a formula-fed infant are significantly different. A breastfed baby puts on more weight and maintains weight more than a formula-fed baby, since formula is harder to digest. So an infant doesn't get hungry as often as a breastfed infant. Besides all of that, formula feeding gets to be expensive. The formula, the water, if you buy infant or bottled water, the bottles, it all adds up. So let's talk about the multiple benefits of breastfeeding. Breast milk is made specifically for your infant. It contains all the vitamins and nutrients your infant will need. Breastfed infants can fight off infections better than a formula-fed infant due to the numerous amounts of antibodies passed through breast milk. Breast milk is easier to digest for infants, so there is a lower chance of constipation and diarrhea. Breastfed babies get to experience different tastes through breast milk depending on what their mother eats. Not only is breast milk healthy, it is convenient. With breast milk, there's no last minute or late night runs to the store, mixing bottles, making sure the temperature is perfect. Breast milk is always there, ready for your infants, whether you are home or out and about. Everyone loves free things, am I right? Breast milk is not only a healthier choice, but it is free. Being a mother can be challenging. You may question whether you're doing the right thing, but you want to do what's best for yourself as well. Breastfeeding is super beneficial to a mother as well. Most mothers worry about too much weight gain during or after pregnancy. But good news, breastfeeding helps a mother burn calories. Imagine being back at your pre-pregnancy weight quicker. According to Elena Blanco's article, The Health Benefits of Breastfeeding for Mothers, producing breast milk is an active metabolic process, so it can use 200 to 500 calories per day on average. To use up this many calories, a mother bottle feeding would have to swim at least 30 laps in a pool or cycle uphill for an hour daily. Not only does it help burn calories, a nursing mother is at lower risk for breast, uterine, and ovarian cancer, and high blood pressure, all serious health issues women fear. Also during breastfeeding, there is a lot of skin-to-skin contact, which is beneficial to both mother and infant. As a nursing mother, you will have a special bond with your baby that no one else will ever get to experience. With every myth comes a truth. Choosing to breastfeed, you may hear things like, there's no point in breastfeeding if you're going back to work right away. Truth is, most mothers choose to return to work right away. Employers are legally required to provide a private place for mothers to pump their milk. You may think, I'm not producing enough milk. Truth is, mothers produce more than enough milk to satisfy their infant. The more you feed, the more milk your body produces. You may hear, formula fills babies up faster. Truth is, formula is harder to digest, causing the infant to feel more full all the time. An infant eating more often is better than an infant not wanting to eat for hours. You may also hear things like, you have to watch what you eat while breastfeeding, or you can't smoke while breastfeeding. Truth is, you can eat what you want, even spicy foods. If you smoke, choose to smoke after a feeding. There is more of a risk to infants from secondhand smoke than what is passed through breast milk. Just because you choose to breastfeed doesn't mean you need to stop living life. I've talked about the advantages of breastfeeding, but with every advantage comes a disadvantage. Breastfeeding is very demanding. It requires a huge time commitment. As a nursing mother, you will have a significant amount of patience. Some infants are able to latch onto their mothers easily, and some mothers have troubles getting their infants to latch, which causes frustration to both mother and infant. Mothers also experience a lot of pain at the beginning days of nursing. I'm not standing here demanding you to breastfeed your child because it is your own decision. I'm just hoping I was able to persuade you into choosing to breastfeed. Just take into consideration the health of your child and remember that the benefits to the mother as well. Fed is best, no matter how you choose to feed your child. Thank you.